Have you heard the saying, if you give them an inch, they will take a mile? That inch that they're talking about is about boundaries. In business, in life, in everything, you need to set boundaries. If you don't set up these boundaries, you will end up getting caught in a vicious cycle of giving more and more of yourself for less and less. Then you'll hit a wall and spiral out of control into burnout land. I know this because it's happened to me. And the only way I got past that wall was to set boundaries in my life and in my business. In today's episode, I'm going to give you 5 tips on how to set boundaries so that you can be more assertive and have the time and energy to do the things that bring you joy. Ready? Let's go. Hello, how are you? Good. This is Mind Your Business with me, Vivian Kaye, the weekly series where I help set you up for entrepreneurial success. Each week, I tackle everything related to your business, your mindset, and making money. Along with running my 7-figure e-commerce brand, Kinky Curly Yaki, I am also a business empowerment coach and Shopify expert. I use my 15 years of experience to give entrepreneurs like you the accountability and critical feedback that you need to confidently grow your business. I can help you fine-tune your Shopify backend, operations, branding, marketing, and your mindset to help you get to the next level. Boundaries create a physical, psychological, and emotional barrier between you and other people. Boundaries show people how you expect to be treated, and it tells them what's okay and what's not okay to do. Boundaries are essential in all your relationships, with your kids, with partners, friends, customers, your boss, and so on. You know your boundaries need adjusting when you feel like you can't say no, or you're concerned about what others think to the point of discounting your own thoughts and feelings, or you have difficulty asking for what you want and need, or your energy is so drained that you neglect your own needs. In order to really value yourself enough to ask for what you need and be treated with respect and be allowed to have your feelings and ideas, you need to set boundaries. Here's 5 tips to help you do that. Number 1, be clear about what you want. Now, I know as a woman, sometimes we're concerned about being nice. It's a whole other episode. And in an effort to be kind, sometimes what you're asking comes off as wishy-washy. So instead of saying, I'm sorry, can you pay your invoice on time? What you should say is, prompt payment of your invoice is greatly appreciated. This leads me to number 2. Use a neutral tone and be direct, and don't apologize for what you need. Why am I sorry that you owe me some money? Think about that. Ask for what you want or need and don't apologize for it. Get as specific as possible so it makes it easier for the other person to understand exactly what you're saying, and it leaves no room for misinterpretation. Number 3, and this is a big one, expect resistance, but don't let it deter you. If you are specific in setting a boundary and people respond poorly, it's because they were benefiting from your lack of boundaries and don't want you to change. Let me say that again. If you are specific in setting a boundary and people respond poorly, it's because they were benefiting from your lack of boundaries and don't want you to change. The very fact that they are resisting is confirmation that you need to set boundaries. I know for me personally, in the past, I didn't set boundaries because I didn't like conflict. I didn't want to upset or anger people, so I sacrificed my own wants and needs to keep the peace. But doing that made me absolutely miserable. I don't do that anymore. Number 4, boundaries are for your own well-being. It's not to be used to control other people. If you're using boundaries to force other people to do what you want, you're doing it wrong. Use boundaries to do what's right for you and your needs. Lastly, number 5, remember that setting boundaries is an ongoing process. This isn't necessarily a set it and forget it kind of thing. Sometimes you may need to set a boundary repeatedly with the same person. If you have kids, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Your needs will also change, so your boundaries will change. So don't be afraid to reset your boundaries based on your circumstances. Let's recap the 5 tips for setting boundaries. Number 1, be clear about what you want. Number 2, use a neutral tone and be direct. Don't apologize for your needs. Number 3, expect resistance, but don't let it deter you. Number 4, boundaries are for your well-being, not to control others. And finally, number 5, setting boundaries is an ongoing practice. With boundaries, you will be protected from being mistreated. You'll find that when you work on boundaries in one area of your life, it will carry over into other areas of your life, like relationships or even your business. If you find yourself in a moment where you're feeling scared to set a boundary, just use this mantra. I matter, my feelings matter, my ideas matter, my health matters, my dreams matter, my needs matter, I matter. And if anything, you can just think, what would Chad do? Do you feel ready to set some new boundaries or even reset some old ones? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching Mind Your Business with Vivian Kaye, the weekly series where I help set you up for entrepreneurial success. Every Friday, I drop a new episode and tackle everything related to your business, your mindset, and say it with me, making money. If you found that this episode was helpful, please share it with your friends. Thank you ever so much again for watching, and may you continue to prosper in every area of your life. Okay, thanks. Bye.